This is a video of a mod that I made that has the 2022 drivers' faces in the correct places, as well as the numbers swapped. So here, all you gotta do to get the mod is, and this is all obviously only on PC, go on race department. Here's my, it's just NASCAR lover, I guess what you look, or it's in the F1 game series thread right here, the F1 2000 or 20XX game series. That's where my thing's at. And then here you can see this mod has George Russell's face, face from Valtteri Bottas, so on and so on. You'll see here I also had the names changed, and you can see I don't know why Valtteri says George. It's just, that's been that way. It's weird, but he's the only one that has that issue. But I used the F1 2020 name changer right here that does work for 2021 as well. You essentially just go in there, you can see it there, has the base name, and so like say that's Valtteri Bottas, or even George Russell. Beside that comma you put a space, Alexander Albon. That's how I did mine. But you can see also, it's kind of pixelated all except for Albon's numbers. But so you can see on the Williams 23 for Albon, 77 for Valtteri. I actually used a YouTuber's thing to find out what Guanyu Zhou's F1 number would be, and on his save it was 30, but I was told that it actually changes between like what team he picks if it's not my team, which the one I watched was my team. So I just chose 30 because I'm pretty sure he's number 3 in F2 anyway, and that kind of worked out. So to actually download this mod that has all these faces and numbers replacing, it's just file right here. Go to my Google Drive file here. It's a RAR file. Hit download. Download anyway. Promise it's not a virus. So you just go in here to downloads, extract this file right here. I would just go ahead and copy it. You go to Steam, and then you go to your F1 2021 properties, local files, browse, and then here it is. You could just paste it right in there. And then right here you just replace it. I'm not going to. I could because I already have it in there. But you just replace it and it should be good. If you want to revert back, you just go ahead and go back to properties. Or do you? Yeah. Local files. View integrity of game files right there. You hit it. And for me it takes about 30 minutes. So actually I have a different way that I do it personally. But this is the easiest way for others to do it. Is to just copy and paste it in there. View integrity of game files. It takes mine about 30 minutes, depending on what and all's changed, and for it to revert back. And that's how you download it. I have this tutorial simpler just here on Race Department, but it's pretty simple, and it's definitely a fun mod to play around with. I feel like just seeing. Whenever I actually got these working, I was actually really hyped to see that it worked for George Russell's face at Mercedes, Valtteri at Alfa, Guanyu at Alfa, and Albon back in the sport at Williams. So that's really cool, and even the numbers is even cooler. But the number even cooler, but it's cool. So hope you enjoy the mod.
Well, the throttle goes both ways, Crofty. You've got to have the discipline not to try and win the race on the first lap, so always be prepared to lift early and give those around you more space. Trying to be the last of the late breakers with half a dozen cars around you may pay off from time to time, but it's also a great way to lose your front wing.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Hamilton, Carlos Sainz, and Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Vettel and Lance Stroll, Ocon, Gasly, Daniel Ricciardo and Norris, Giovinazzi, Latifi, Nikita Mazepin and Mick Schumacher. Russell and Kimi Raikkonen finishes off the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
This is your final lap of the race. Absolutely fantastic. It's a brilliant result. Well done.
Smiling faces on the pit wall after a superb win here at Sakir. And rightly so. What a brilliant effort from the whole team. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I'd say it was down once again to good, consistent driving, nailing the corners, working to the track conditions and perfecting the team's strategies. They got all of these things right today and the results speak for themselves.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.